Okay, it was good today. We did a little bit of Nebraska work, but mostly just working on fundamentals and our schemes. So I thought it was another good day. You know, this week is a good week for us to do two things. Number one is just focus on getting back to what I call like the basics of football, the fundamental stuff. So often when you get into game week, it's about game planning and things that are specific to the team that you're playing. So when you get a week like this, you can really go back and focus on some things that you need to improve on that are independent of an opponent. So we're doing that, and then just the fact that we can just introduce them a little bit to Nebraska is a good thing for us. So it was another good day. We'll have one more tomorrow, just like today's. It'll be long, it'll be in full gear, it'll be physical, and then we're going to give them Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to recover and get some time with their family and rest up a little bit, and then we'll come back and hit it hard on Monday. So it was good.
What are some of the things that you know, after having it soak in for a day or so, what are some of the things that you saw in the tape that you want to focus on, try and improve on for the next one?
Oh man, there's a lot of things really. Even when you win like that, you can find so many things. That's kind of what coaches do. They go back and look for the things they can improve on. You know, on defense, you know, leverage and play entry. And when I say leverage, I mean being on the right side of a block, the correct side of a block. Or play entry is, you know, down the field plays, making sure we're entering at the proper leverage. You know, in our pass rush stuff, not getting too far up the field, you know, and giving the quarterback an escape lane. We're not spinning inside and giving him an outside, you know, lose and contain. Just communication, you know, from substitution all the way through the end of the play. We had some unusual substitution problems for ourselves Saturday night that we really haven't had on defense. You know, we had them on offense last year, but not on defense. On offense, just tempo, you know, working faster, going faster, playing faster, finishing down the field, just being more exacting in our blocks and everything that we do, you know, things like that. So it's really everything, you know. It's kind of back to the drawing board every day.
Were the substitution issues, was that trying to get more packages in quicker? Was it just the first game?
It was not more packages. It was a humid night. We were trying to rotate guys through, and I'll put it on the coaches. If they're not going to sub, we can't sub, because then they can just snap the ball and go. And it happened twice in the game, but to me twice is too much. It shouldn't happen ever. So it was just us not being on top of it. It was guys, you know, one time Kenny Orgioki tripped over the chain, you know. But things like that can't happen. I mean, they're funny when you win, but they're not funny when there's 10 guys on the field who's getting out there late. So it's knowing where to stand. It's all those things. So we look at the film, we look at the TV copy, and we try to get it all corrected.
Do you like having an extra week to prepare for a big game on the road like that?
I love having this extra week, and I love it after the first game. You know, the first game always reveals so many things that you need to improve on. And so having an extra week in here where we can do that, I think is really good for us.
With it being an early game, is there a thought to early practice next week, or does that matter at all?
It matters. I think it matters. Yeah, we'll come out here on Tuesday and Wednesday, and we'll practice at 9. We just kick off. But you know, we do everything so early anyways. I mean, our guys lift at 5:30 in the morning. You know, during the season we practice at 7. So it's not like it's a big adjustment for our guys. You know, it's just not. But we're going to practice at 9 rather than 11 a couple days. Yeah.
And the humidity you ordered, that's all good too?
This humidity?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what it's like. Is it humid in Nebraska or is it dry heat?
No, it's humid.
Yeah.
West.
Okay. Well, that's all right. Sorry. We were up at San Bernardino. You know, we'll be all right. I don't think we need to be too concerned about the conditions or the environment. We just have to focus on executing and playing our game. And I know that's coach speak, but it's the truth. It really is.
Are you surprised by Marcus and Noah's recovery rate so far?
Yes. Not Oa's really, but Marcus certainly. Because I didn't know what to expect. You know, as a it's our backup punter.
How would you know? You haven't seen your punter.
Well, that's right. Well, I know Kenny likes to punt. Marcus, we didn't know what to expect, you know, and I was just under the assumption, just from what he'd gone through, that him playing this year was just an absolute impossibility, and it's not. And he's so determined. O is a different story. You know, O is a little bit different injury. O has dealt with 2 surgeries this offseason, both to, you know, his hips. So I love his progress, but you know, I don't think we'll see him at all this year. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Marcus is ready for the Utah game. Wouldn't surprise me at all. You know, don't want to necessarily put that pressure on him, but I wouldn't put it past him. He's a very determined young man right now.
And you said,
Figgy? You know, Figgy came up to me yesterday, Tracy, and said, "Can I take the red jersey off?" You know, he feels like he's ready to get hit. And I just said, let's just wear it for one more day, which is today, and we'll take it off tomorrow and see how he feels. You know, I think that physically he's in pretty decent shape. I don't think he's 100%, but I think now he just has to go over the mental part of it. You know, being in traffic, taking some hits, things like that. So he'll work through that. And, you know, he won't play at Nebraska, but if he could be ready for a Pac-12 opener, that would be great. You know, and I don't think that's too far-fetched either. But it's kind of, we have to see how that goes.
you said going into the Nevada game, you had a lot of questions. Do you have those same questions for Nebraska?
I have questions every week. You know, that's what coaches are. We're just paranoid. We're, you know, uptight and anxious. You know, trying to find the worst in everything. That's not true. But yeah, you always have questions. You know, the questions are different. How are we going to handle going on the road and playing in a hostile environment? You know, even though it shouldn't matter and it won't matter, yeah, it's still there. I want to see us handle it. You know, I want to see us knock or rock it out like I think we're capable of. You know, we really haven't been tested downfield in the secondary. And I want to see that. The question is Taylor Martinez is an outstanding running quarterback, and the kid we just played Saturday night had some success against us. So have we made improvements there enough to, you know, slow down Taylor? I think Taylor's probably impossible to stop, but you know, can we handle him? So those are some of the questions I have. Are the offensive linemen? Is our offensive line have the potential to be as good as I think they do? You know, we're going to get a real stringent test this week or next week against Nebraska.
What do you think a game like Nevada did for a young secondary where they weren't tested too often but also weren't making a lot of mistakes?
Well, I think it gave them confidence. You know, I think it gave them, first of all, just anytime you're out on the field getting plays, that experience is good for you. And, you know, getting a feel for the speed of the game, being under the lights, the communication, the tempo, I thought it was good for them. I think it'll really help them going forward. But they have to continue to get better. Okay? All right.